Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips team leaders to reach and to help your teams reach their full potential. This show is sponsored by the CLC team, and right now you can join their brand new mastermind group for the founder's price of only $200 a month, and that's if you join by the end of this week. This mastermind is for leaders who want to continually grow and learn with other leaders in a close knit community. And the founder's price includes CLC's online membership community for leaders. And that has an additional 4 extra live calls and 2 leadership video courses every month. That's access to 8 live calls a month for only $200 a month. I'll guarantee you're not going to find a more valuable offer for leadership growth and development. You can find out more about this offer and a whole lot more at clcteam.com. Hey, hope this is a great day for you. And if you're just starting out, man, let's make it great. I mean, decide right now that you will have a great day. Then go make it happen. And don't let anyone ruin it for you. Today, I want to ask you a simple question. And I want you to just think of the immediate first thing that comes to mind. And maybe even say the answer out loud. Or better yet, shout it out. Get it out there. So here's the question. What are you afraid of? I mean, come on, we all have fears about something, right? So what are you afraid of? Is it spiders or snakes or maybe dentists? Or maybe getting a shot? Maybe the COVID vaccine? Or asking your boss for a raise? Or maybe speaking in public? Or asking your girlfriend to marry you? Or maybe you fear the thought of having your boyfriend propose? Or maybe it's being truthful to a team member on their feedback because they are simply terrible at their job. Whatever your fears are, I think that we all have fears pop up throughout our day. And the sad thing is that most of these things that we fear will just never come true. And if you think about it, when you fear something, you try to avoid it. I mean, like the plague. You probably know exactly what I mean. And you probably have something in mind right now. And you know what? Sometimes we just know that we need to do something because we know that after we do it, things will be better. But we just aren't to the point where it's bothering us or it's painful enough for us to actually approach that thing that we fear. And by the time we do face it and get it out of our way, we often think to ourselves something like, man, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. So let me ask you, why is it that we so often shy away from the things that we fear? If I was to guess, I would say because facing our fears takes us out of our comfort zone and maybe even scares us a bit. And most of us just don't like that feeling. Did you know that the phrase, do not be afraid, is one of the most repeated phrases in the Bible, if not the most repeated phrase? It is said 365 times throughout the Bible. And I think it's pretty cool that there's one time for every day of the year. I believe if fear not is repeated 365 times in the Bible, it should be something that we get serious about eliminating from our minds. We should learn not to fear things and instead make it a point to not let our fears control us or prevent us from doing anything. So, in lieu of all this, today's challenge, and this is a challenge that I want you to do for 7 straight days. This challenge is to do one thing every day that you fear. One thing every day that you fear. And it could be anything that you fear. Maybe it's having a difficult talk with a coworker, or approaching your boss about something, or maybe killing a spider. Do one thing for 7 straight days that you fear. A different thing every day, of course. And after doing that for 7 straight days, I can almost guarantee that you're going to look at yourself and your fears differently. And by the way, if after 7 days you legitimately do something you fear for every day during those 7 days and you don't see a change in yourself or how you look at fears, well, I challenge you to crank it up and do it for another 7 to 14 days and do bigger things that you fear. The bottom line is we need to stomp out the control that fear has on us and stop it from blocking our paths to what we really want to accomplish. When we start doing this, our confidence level as leaders, man, it's going to grow and our team members will notice the difference in us. And then you can share with them how you've been facing your fears and getting through them. Hey, look at it this way. What's the worst thing that can happen if you face your fears? And I'm not talking about extreme sports or anything that can harm you, like playing with a rattlesnake or something like that. The worst thing that can probably happen when you face your fears is that maybe somebody will say no, or you may embarrass yourself a little bit. But you'll know deep down inside yourself that you had the courage to face your fears and take control over that piece that was holding you back. And by the way, I'm going to be doing this 7-day challenge with you. And I may actually even share what I'm doing every day. And today, I'm going to commit to making 10 cold calls to potential clients. And believe me, I don't know what it is about making cold calls, but I hate it and I fear it. So let's conquer our fears together. Hey, that's it for today. And thank you for listening. And remember, if you want to take advantage of the founder's price for the current mastermind, please visit clcteam.com. I hope you have a great rest of the day. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.